Hello everybody, welcome back. Doing some magic.
Magic.
Chubby, Atkst, Mr. Boopster.
Yeah.
So today we are playing No Banless Modern. Basically the two decks that are left that we haven't already done.
Yeah.
So I'm playing a Hypergenesis build. It's not the perfectly ideal Hypergenesis build, but you work with what you have.
Yes.
So.
I'm playing Splinter Twin.
Yeah.
A deck that was only recently banned.
Pretty much.
But this deck, gets, dig through times, treasure,
preordain,
ponder.
Yeah.
Just a few.
The whole roster's
good spells.
Yeah. Couple little upgrades. I think the only banned thing in mine is Hypergenesis.
Yeah.
Pretty sure. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes in game one.
On steroids.
Actually forgot. Decided goes first.
Yes.
Because this isn't the Tuesday video where that's predetermined. So decided goes first. I have a 10-sided dice inside of a 10-sided dice.
And I have two 10-sided dice that look like someone puked them up.
Yeah, it was probably Mr. Boopster. Had some bad shellfish. So what we're going to do is we're each going to roll these, and then I'm going to add my two numbers together, and you're going to add your two numbers together. I have a 6 and a 3.
I have a 5 and a 9.
I think you win. I don't even think we have to do the math on that. So you'll go first, and we'll see you in game one. All right, game one. Go ahead and show your hand.
I've got doot, doot, doot. Shenanigans.
And I've got that, and that. Oh, yeah. So.
You could probably just leave them there. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I'm going to have to exile a card to do this. So I'm deciding which card.
Because I screwed that up last time I played with it.
Yeah. Probably gonna be. Gemstone Mine.
Oh.
I traded up a mine for a Caverns.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot about the God counter, too.
The luck counter.
It's God counter.
Why am I going to draw?
I don't know.
First. Well, let's see what the rest of your hand looks like. Going 18.
So I could do it next turn if I get a lucky draw.
That's pretty scary, actually.
Yeah.
We got to hope for that not happening. Though those aren't like the worst threats to deal with.
It's not an instant kill, but they're pretty good.
So we'll draw off Atkst and Probe. Play an island. And then we're going to go for a ponder.
Sounds good.
And we don't really care for any of those, so that's just going to be a shuffle.
Just realized that this Mr. Boopster's doing his little yoga pose here, and he totally looks like a tooth on camera. It's wonderful.
Just tooth with...
He looks like a tooth. The tooth with eyeballs and buns.
Yeah. Draw. That's not really what we wanted to see. So I think we're going to go for a Chrome Box, exiling and taxing Probe.
You're not the only one with fast mana.
Enter go.
Or I'm not the only one with fast mana. Draw a card. Huh. Botanical Sanctum. Comes in untapped because I have 2 or fewer lands.
Yep.
And I'll pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Scalding Tarn. We're going to crack that, going to 17. We're going to go all the way to 15.
Oh boy.
Find ourselves at Steam Vents. And go for another ponder.
Okay.
Which I think we're going to lay out like that. Draw. Enter go.
Draw a card. Interesting. You have 2 mana up, yeah?
2 mana up.
I'm going to play a City of Brass. I'm going to tap that. Doesn't really matter what color. So I take 1 from that. And I'm going to cast a Simian Spirit Guide.
Yep.
Does this resolve? Pass the turn.
You can have that. Untap.
I know it's not a very
Draw
conventional maneuver, but
it is a maneuver.
it's what we have.
I mean, I'm already at 15, so.
It's true. It's true.
Preordain.
Truer words have never been spoken.
Wow, we're just not hitting our stride here with any of these spells. Those are both going to the bottom. Come on, lucky number 3. Actually, that's pretty decent. Here's a Shivan Reef.
Yep.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. I'm going to play City of Brass.
Yeah. Are you going to cast another Simian Spirit Guide?
No. I'm going to take 1 off that. I'm going to cast a Demonic Dread targeting my Simian Spirit Guide. Because that was the only option I had open to me.
I mean, yeah.
I even had a Violent Outburst on top. Nuts. So if you've never seen this combo before, this has Cascade, so when I play the spell, I'll remove cards from the top of my library from the game until I remove a non-land card that costs less. The only cards that cost less are... Come on, don't leave me hanging here. Hypergenesis.
Hypergenesis.
Which,
has no mana cost, which is the converted mana cost is 0.
Yeah. And starting with you, each player can put an artifact, creature, enchantment, or land from his or her hand into play. Repeat this process until no one puts a card into play. But I doubt it's resolving, so...
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm going to remand that, which is probably the worst counterspell, really, because it goes to your hand, just stare at you.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
And then I'm going to attack you for 2.
13.
He can't block this turn, but he sure can attack. I'll pass the turn.
Untap.
I can't suspend Hypergenesis and
Draw
get it the
for turn.
old-fashioned way. It's in exile for 3 turns. And then I get its effect, but had to go for it.
Steam Vents untapped, going to 11. Enter go.
Okay, so you're probably holding up Remand and a Pestermite. That's my guess. Draw a card. I'm going to play Grove of the Burnwillows. Tap that for colorless. These 2 for green. I'm going to suspend Hypergenesis. It's not going to happen, but it's there. And then I'll go to attacks.
Yeah, we are going to flash in a Pestermite. You even guessed which one it was.
Yeah.
And tap Simian Spirit Guides, and we can't just block them.
Sure. Do you? Pretty sure you got this game. It'd be pretty bad if you didn't have it.
Draw for turn. We're gonna go for it.
Yeah, I don't have a dismember.
Oh.
You can explain how this works, I suppose.
So, Splinter Twin, which has been in Modern for a while,
Yeah.
but was recently banned, has tap, or enchanted creature has tap, put a token into play that's a copy of this creature, and then it gains haste, and you exile at the beginning of the next end step. In Pestermite, when it comes into play, you may tap or untap target permanent. Which means that you can tap this Pestermite to make a Pestermite, which then targets this Pestermite to untap it.
And
which
you just
then
keep
taps.
going. Yeah, you make infinite flying...
Flying 2/1s.
That's my hand.
Is your hand.
Yep. Yeah, I figured. He also had the remand. Okay, so that was game 1, and we'll see you in game 2. Alrighty. Game 2. Show my hand. I'm on the play, so even if I had that Gemstone Caverns, it wouldn't get any value. Sadly. Go ahead.
I've got hand.
I'm going to lead with a Grove of the Burnwillows. Pass turn. This is not banned in Modern, but Punishing Fire, the card that goes with it, is.
I'm going to go right to 18 and make you lay your hand out again. 2 Cascaders, but a mana short.
And this one I probably won't be casting.
I mean, yeah, that one doesn't need a target.
Yeah.
Draw for turn.
Ooh. And if it has a target, you're probably winning the next turn.
Scalding Tarn. Go.
Draw. Seriously? City of Brass, and I'll pass the turn.
Your turn, crack this. 17. Steam Vents tapped.
Save some life this time.
Untap. Draw for turn. Bloodstained Mire.
Yep.
And a Chrome Ox imprinting and disrupting shoulder.
Oh, you got the boring one.
Yeah, that is the most boring of them.
There's 3 Chrome Moxen in this deck. One that's just this, one that's that, but signed by the artist, and the...
No, there's 4. And then one Eternal Masters, and then one Grand Prix.
And the Grand Prix foil one.
Yes. Enter go.
Draw a card.
All this mana and nothing to do with it.
Tell me about it. Pass the turn.
End of your turn. Crack Bloodstained Mire. Down to 16. Trying to find Steam Vents tapped.
Dokie.
Untap. Draw for turn. We are going to cast Preordain.
Yep.
Scry 2, then draw a card.
I'm beginning to think that's why these were banned in Modern. Just because they take so long.
I think.
It's like, crack a fetch land, cast a Preordain, crack a fetch land,
Both
cast
on
a
top.
Ponder.
Drawing that one. Steam Vents untapped. Going to 14. Enter go.
Well, that's not suspicious at all. Draw a card.
No, what could that ever mean?
Okay, I'm gonna discard one of these useless demonic dreads and pass the turn.
End of your turn. Seaver Exarch. Tapping down your City of Brass. Making you pay the life, or lose the life.
I will tap that for mana, since I'm gonna lose a life from it anyway. And then I'll pay 4, going to 15, to dismember the Deceiver Exarch.
You didn't want to, like, add black and then use the colorless there? I mean, I guess you could be holding something else up. So, yeah, he does. Untap. I guess life doesn't really matter, does it?
No.
In this matchup.
It really doesn't.
Draw for turn. Well, it's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Huh. I'm gonna play Gemstone Mines. It's just one mine.
Just one mine.
It's not mines. And I'll pass the turn.
Cards in hand is
I have 6 cards.
6 cards. I know you have the 1. I'm trying to remember if you had the Haste Giver. You know what? Deceiver Exarch, tapping your City of Brass.
Tap that for a black. Go to 14. Tap that for a black. Tap that for a colorless. Dismember Deceiver Exarch.
Again! Bleh.
Go. Or continue. Rather.
In turn, untap. Draw for turn. It's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. Okay. Cards?
5.
5 cards. One of them is most certainly a remand. But I think I gotta try for it. So we'll take 1 off that, go to 13, tap that for a colorless, blue-white, Ardent Plea.
Ardent Plea.
Hey.
That was fast.
Not many at all. You need to shuffle these and put them on the bottom there.
We are indeed going to remand it.
You're the most boring person I know. You know that?
Draw for turn.
Yeah, it's not for turn. But
All right, yeah, sorry. Draw from remand.
yeah, you got it.
End of your turn, because I drew a spicy card. Dig through time.
That's pretty spicy.
Leaving that remand. He did good work.
Yeah.
I don't have any Splinter Twins anyway, or Snapcaster Mages.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually curious. Why doesn't this deck play any snappies?
Because I can just hit critical mass of 1 mana cyclers that...
I suppose.
Why bother trying to slow down
Having
and
the
play a control game?
3 mana version.
Look at top 7 cards. Well, that's... I guess we take these 2. And the rest on the bottom in any order. Untap. Draw for turn. We're going to ponder.
Yep.
Like that. Draw for turn. Atkst and probe you. So, you have a demonic dread, but no targets.
Yes. I was debating playing the stupid spirit guide again last turn, honestly.
As the target.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But either way, this
turn.
is a sorcery speed version. This is definitely the worst of the Cascaders.
Yes.
This is
It
probably
needs a
the
target
second
and it's
worst.
sorcery speed.
Yeah.
And then that one's sorcery speed. And the other one's instant speed.
The other one's just
doesn't care.
the nuts.
Go for an island.
Mm-hmm.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. Well, that's unnecessary. Jeez. Take a damage. Simeon Spirit Guide.
Yeah.
Go.
End of your turn.
Do you have it again? You do, don't you?
Tap in Simeon Spirit Guide.
Stupid monkey.
Untap. Draw for turn. Utilizing the card we just drew. Splinter Twin.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Oh, the death of fun.
Infinite 1/1 flyers.
You got me. But we're going to do game 3, because that took forever. Or no time at all, rather, instead of forever. So, we'll see you then. Alright, game 3. For the booby prize. That's what I've got. And hopefully it's enough. We will see. Go ahead.
I've got... Those.
Okay. Gonna lead with a Grove. And pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I'm going to lead with a Gataxian Probe. Going 18. I had the Caverns, but I didn't go with it.
That would have been sweet if I was on the draw, but...
Oh, yep. Draw for turn. Nice. Blue to Delta, crack. Going to 17. Going to 15.
You got it.
Pristine Vents, untapped.
You know what 15 is, right?
An Emrakul. I mean, if Emrakul's attacking, it doesn't matter if he gets to attack a second time.
That is true. Not typically.
we're going to go for the Ponder.
Yep. That's preponderous.
I mean, yeah, that's what we want, but... Draw for turn. Draw for whatever. I keep saying
Ponder.
draw for turn every time I draw. Sure, go.
Draw. That's not helpful. Gemstone Caverns for no value.
Yeah.
You can gain a life. Tap that for a green.
Sweet. 16.
And a colorless.
That means Emrakul's not going to kill me anymore.
And a Simian Spirit Guide. To cast a Violent Outburst.
Yep.
Okay, let's see if this is enough. There it is. Hypergenesis.
Well, we are going to cast Pact of Negation on your Violent Outburst. I could hit Hypergenesis.
You're not even going to let me do it?
No, on Violent Outburst.
Okay. Fair enough. I can't even hit you, though. That's so sad.
We won't do it then. I'll let you attack. I figured you had a haste, but I guess I looked at your hand.
Yeah, you saw my hand. There's only one card you don't know, and it's, of course, the worst card in the matchup. So, I actually get to do this, which is exciting. Cast the Hypergenesis. So, I'm going to lead with an Emrakul.
Island.
City Brass.
Steam Vents. Untapped.
Okay. That's it for me. You can keep going if you got him.
Self-repels.
Use them if you got him.
Polluted Delta.
Jeez.
And then, yeah, that's it.
I was kind of hoping you would go like Deceiver Exarch and put a Splinter Twin on it because I had landed the Dismember.
I could still, like, if that's on the stack, I could.
You could do it.
That.
You could do it.
I don't think I'm going to. I think, though, I can Polluted Delta. Go to 13.
Is this still on the stack or?
Yeah.
Can I have a 1650?
That's still on the stack. Going to find my last Steam Vents, I think. It's somewhere. Where is it? Right near the top. Going to 11.
Alright.
I mean, we're facing a 15-15 flyer, so.
Yeah.
Why save life?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what there is that I can do against a 15-15 flyer, but if there's a way, it's dig through time.
Hey. That's pretty spiffy. Again, still
on the
floating.
stack. Yeah. Good old instance. Wow, that's... Is that... I don't think we can cast that, unfortunately. So... We choose... Well... We're going to choose that. And we're going to choose that. Yeah, now you can have your 16-15.
Yay! He doesn't have haste. Go.
Untap. Draw for turn.
So are you glad you didn't Pact of Negation that?
We can sleight of hand.
Yep.
I guess this one on the bottom. Play a land for the turn.
Mm-hmm.
So we just got all the mana.
Apparently.
And Splinter Twin.
I think that's a colored spell.
All right.
That would have been sweet.
That would have been sweet.
I think that's a colored spell.
Yeah, right. I can put it on him from Hypergenesis, but I can't cast.
See, this demonic dread is so terrible that I can't even target Emrakul with it.
You can't even have...
I mean, I guess in any other matchup it's fine, but...
Here we go.
In this one it's definitely not great.
You can't even... Sorry, I don't have a creature. I cast it.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm going to play another Grove. And I'm going to go to attacks. Because if you had an Exarch, you could tap it down.
I don't have an Exarch.
You can gain 2 life.
Sweet. 13.
And I'll attack you for 15. Annihilate 6.
I'm going to add 5 mana to my mana pool.
Okay.
And sack those.
Do you have something for 5 mana? That'd be sweet.
I wish like another dig through time would have been sweet.
Yeah.
There was a treasure cruise from the dig through time, but that's unfortunately sorcery, and I wasn't going to be able to cast it. So no, dead.
Yay!
Unless the man can do something.
No. Well, I got one. It didn't really count for anything. And it wasn't actually that exciting. Like, this is a really exciting deck, and I'm a little upset with its performance. Just because there's so many sweet things you can put into play, and all I did was get an Emrakul one time.
Yeah, but, unfortunately, this deck just wanting to draw as many cards as possible, so playing Remand because of that really screws over that deck. Yeah.
Anyway, so that was this matchup, and we will see you on Tuesday for our regular scheduled thing, and next Friday with another thing. And a whole bunch of things.